Real Animals Fishing Show is presented by Yellowfin Yachts. Hey gang, today Billy and I traveled about 3 hours north of Tampa. We're in Cedar Key, Florida, one of the prettiest places we fish every year. Our good friend Capt.Danny Allen said the trout, redfish are biting. You guys got to get here. We're here. Whatever you do, don't touch that dial. This is going to be off the hook. Danny took us about 3-4 miles from the boat ramp. Here at Cedar Key this morning, we've got a really, really low tide. We've got the 24 yellowfin kind of running through some real skinny water, trying to get in a hole that Danny's been finding some really big trout in this morning. So we're throwing jigs. Danny's using a popping cork. We'll see if we can get some morning action. Just a beautiful, beautiful morning here on the west coast of Florida. Gorgeous.
Fish on. We got a trout, boys. Ooh, he growed up a little bit. There we go. There's our trout. Way to open her up, Daddy-O. Boy, he took that thing. Oh, that's a beautiful, beautiful trout. Here we go, nice trout. Like I say, we always, on these trout, we always want to try and use our D-hooker so we don't booger them up. There we go. And away he goes. Nice way to start the day. I think that was about the third or fourth
look
cast.
at Danny with the popping cork.
Danny's got one on the popping cork. I'm gonna get back up here and see if I can get another one. Come on, Mike.
I'm a little embarrassed about this one.
If it was a little bigger, Danny, it looked just like mine. There you go, Mike's got one. Oh, I just had a hit. There, oh, he just bumped it again, come on.
Coming under you, Noblies.
I think I picked you up.
Nope.
Nope.
I got you.
All right. Danny, keep that D-hooker out.
Yeah, while you're down there.
Today, I'm gonna be cussing.
While you're down there, dog.
Just stay there, Danny. I'll have one up here for you in a minute.
Probably a little bigger than Billy's.
Shit, whatever. Keep telling yourself
If I
that.
would take a guess, it's a little bigger than Billy's.
Well, whatever you got to tell you. Oh, it just came off.
Yeah, no.
It was bigger.
No, it's definitely a little bigger than Billy's.
Is it?
Yeah, I would say.
But it ain't as big as this one. Yeah, it is.
There you go. I got it.
Get one, Mike.
Bigger than both of Billy's.
Back of the boat.
That's a nice fish.
That's nice. Hey, Danny, why you back there? Oh, I already lit. Thank you, Danny.
That's the kind of fish. Those are the trained ones there, the ones that get off.
That's the ones I like.
Yep.
What year do your big trout start getting in here, though?
Now and in the spring, when the warm up happens.
So like September or?
No, well, no.
October?
Yeah, more late October and through November. And
I got you.
On these big minus tides, and then like I say, the spring when you're coming up off the warm, when they start coming back up.
March, April.
We've had some stupid days in here around that March and April area.
Now these fish are pretty big. What's the biggest one you've caught here?
You know, probably 22 inches is probably the biggest one we've caught out of this hole.
Right. But in this area.
Yeah, I mean 24, I guess.
That's a nice fish, Danny.
Not bad. Yeah.
What's the bottom like? What do we fish?
Really kind of a sand and shell. You know, like a hard sand, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Watch out now.
Oh,
is he snagged?
I tail hooked a catfish.
No.
I snagged a trout.
He swatted it and got snagged on the way by you.
Is it a silver trout? It is.
Yes, it is silver trout.
Yeah. Silver trout,
nice.
Dude. Nice silver trout, too.
Ah, come on.
See, Billy doesn't mind.
There we go.
Nice job, Billy.
No worries, I was in. I figured I'd do it for you.
First stop with Danny Allen, lighting the trout up.
Oh, Danny?
I looked off for a split second to see where that other edge was at.
That's right. I'll tell. We're teaching Danny Allen how to fish.
That's right. When
the cork goes under, reel.
I think this is the biggest one yet.
Of course it is.
Nice catfish, Danny.
Oh, nice trout.
That is a pretty trout.
Yeah.
That's some good fishing here.
I've seen smaller ones than this. Billy caught it.
I don't know. I think I got you, Danny. Yeah, mine's much bigger than that.
I think this is third. You still got second place.
First and second.
No, I don't know.
You didn't see that one that got off, bro?
That one that got off ain't
Yeah, the one that got off beside the boat. I could have sworn you man, but I was waiting on you. You were a little tardy with the D-hooker. Look, it's my story. I can tell it anyway.
Okay, you're right. Uh-oh, that one slipped a little drag.
Billy's got
That's because
bottom.
I put the TV
You must have
drag
hooked
on
the
it.
rock.
Look at
Wow,
that.
those are beautiful.
They are pretty. Nice trout. I do like it. This is my daddy's favorite fish to catch, pal. And what do I always say, Mike?
Prettiest fish that swims in our waters.
It is. Inshore, prettiest fish
It is
ever.
Cool.
It's a beautiful.
It really is.
Pretty
It really
fish.
is. Yep. Good.
There ain't one better to take.
Oh, almost lost Captain Mike's rod. You see that?
Yeah, you'd have had kind of a wet look the rest of the show.
Closed captioning brought to you by Gator Ford. Well, guys, Danny pulled us around to a little hole that's out here in the middle of God knows where. It's just a little depression. It's pretty skinny all the way around it. And it is just chock-a-block full of nice size keeper trout. I mean, it's just every fish in here has been at least 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. And he said they just kind of come in here and they hang along the edge of this hole. But as the tide comes up, they'll move out across these flats. So we've got a limited amount of time to get our trout fix in. So we're sitting here casting, just working that ledge, catching them. And it's a lot of fun. I tell you, it's one of the funnest fish in the world to catch. And the prettiest fish that we have that fishes on the inshore waters here in Florida. And I mean, the good ones too, I mean, they fight good. I mean, you can hear that braid going through the guides. It's absolutely phenomenal. Sounds like a monkey riding a horse, doesn't it? Coming in hot.
It might be a decent one. He's staying down good.
He thinks he's big. Oh, boy.
He's
Oh,
solid.
Nice fish.
Yeah, solid.
Every good charter captain knows that when he's got a Captain Billy Nobles on the boat, he's got to put him on the trout first, just so that Billy gets to catch something, right? It's like taking little kids fish.
Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, ooh. Second cast. I'm a star.
Man, it's been too long. That had to have been third or fourth then. Let's move over here behind us. Let's do a little 180.
I catch a fish and he wants to move. What?
That's not really what we're looking for.
That's not what we're. 2 eyes, gills, a tail.
You want me to take your picture?
Would you? You can put it in the bathroom. It keeps all the flies away, Danny, I swear. Good job, Danny Allen.
Yeah.
How long will this fight be good, Danny? Is this a...
It's already falling apart already. The tide's coming up too fast and they're flushing out of it. That's a pretty fair one, I think anyway.
I think I got one. I got something.
Yeah, they circle back
around.
around.
Got him.
Look at this. This one's bigger than yours.
This one's bigger than yours. That's a good one there. Billy's got a good one too.
I got a, what is it? That a
I
silver?
guarantee you mine's bigger than that.
I don't know. I think this one's bigger than that.
Wait a minute. Look at it. Wipe the fog off your glasses and look again.
Yeah, that might, maybe.
Might is a bug on a dog.
Come on, come on, come on. Damn it.
Hey,
You got me on that
train
one.
like that?
That's a,
All I had to do was pick
had-
it up and you got scared.
I hadn't seen, where's he at?
Oh, okay.
Mine's bigger.
Okay, yours is now bigger. Yeah, yours is now bigger. Hey, mine got a little sporty out there. Got a little largemouth in him.
Oh, look at him.
Billy, while you're there.
Yeah, I'll get you boys. Y'all stay. Man, I tell you what, you got to be
fish
quick
there.
with these guys. That's a nice fish.
Yeah, 17.
Danny, just to let you know, mine was bigger than that.
Yes, it was.
Oh boy, look at that. I want one of them trained ones that
Notice
just falls
Billy ran
off.
to the front whenever
Oh,
you
Billy,
hooked him.
Billy,
I was getting-
Billy,
oh, there he is.
all up in your mailbox.
He was getting away from that de-hooker is what he was doing.
You ain't kidding. Oh, this one. Oh, he's getting a little bigger. Trying to hurry up and get him in before Mike gets back up here. Here you go, Mike, while you're there.
Come on, I'll get it. You don't normally catch fish on this show, so I got to help you when you do.
Oh my
Look
God.
at that.
Jeez Louise.
Dang.
Gotta take your shots when you can get them.
You better.
All we're doing is we're throwing some variations of our favorite jigs. Billy's throwing the Mirror Lure Little John XL on a lead colored jig head, 1/4 ounce. I'm throwing Strike King, KVD Swimming Caffeine Shad. We're both throwing dark colors. Danny's using a whole nother jig. The only difference is Danny's on a popping cork. Great combination. Again, the water's not that deep. We're in 3-4 feet of water. Just always have to remember when you're fishing jigs, take your time. That strike zone for a trout is usually the first 10 or 12 inches above their head. Their eyes are on top of their head. They like that stuff coming right across the top. But you gotta make sure you don't work the baits too fast. It's one of the biggest mistakes people make. They get jigging too fast and they lose confidence in it because they're not getting bit. Gotta make sure you're down near the bottom. It's one of the biggest keys to throwing jigs. But that and then being with Danny Allen so you can catch lots of fish.
Tell you what, it is so pretty up here. Like it's quiet.
It's so quiet. It's so old Florida. You know, it just feels relaxed.
It does.
It really does. Driving into town, I mean, it was hard to get out of the gas station. The people were so nice. Oh, and he got walloped.
Woo! There's a pullback. There's a double up.
Think you get a little something.
Let me loosen my drag.
Look, you get that TV drag going on.
TV
Get that
drag.
Noble's
Man,
drag.
I swear, right now they're pounding it and then they come up just normal, you know, just an average fish.
But you know, that's a cool thing about trout.
Yeah.
Them little guys think they're somebody.
Something
If you're on
happened
light tackle, they will confuse you.
Yeah, he hit that like a 20-inch fish all day long.
I tell you what, I've noticed the fish up here, they're not the longest, but dude, they are the roundest.
They're
You
thick.
know, they are
really
healthy,
are
healthy
We thought the
fish.
same thing about you.
That's it, dude. I'm short and squatty. Low center of gravity,
Oh boy.
built like a bowling pin.
Billy's like, I drove 3 hours to take this kind of abuse.
Dude, I wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't have it any other way.
In today's Real Animals Tackle Box, Billy and I are using 7-foot 7-inch medium heavy fast action Omen and Envy spinning rods by 13 Fishing, Quantum Cabo PTS 30 spinning reels with 15-pound braided line and 25-pound fluorocarbon leader. We're throwing the Strike King KVD Swim and Caffeine Shad in watermelon red glitter on 1/4-ounce Strike King jig heads, and Mirror-Lure Little Johns in root beer and Mirror-Lure Little John XLs in watermelon red glitter. Real Animals Tackle Box is brought to you by Quantum, the real choice for the real animals. Strike King, #1 in fishing lures. 13 Fishing, make your own luck. Mirror-Lure, the record setters.
Oh, there he is.
Some beers. Oh, Billy with a McNugget.
Yep. You know me, dude. I don't care.
No,
I'll
I'm
stay
with
out
you.
here till the cows come home.
It's weird because it's actually 11.
That is, dude. I got the trophy.
No, you
There
got to
we go.
de-hook that.
That's what I did.
Absolutely incredible trout bite this morning. We've been on this flat for about an hour. Probably caught 30 trout already. Some nice fish up to 22 inches, just beautiful. They're real thick, real hardy. They're just bobbing around a little bit. We're having to just kind of go different parts of the hole. There's a ton of fish out here. Again, it's late in the year, really mild temperatures. As you can see, I'm in a short sleeve, but light winds, gorgeous day. We had a really, really low tide, which condensed all these fish for us. Absolutely incredible morning here in Cedar Key.
Oh, there he is.
Logoed
Put
up.
the pole down, Daddy.
All right, we're back in the dumb ones. Billy's hooked up again.
Hey, that's the fish I want to catch.
Yeah, the only
dumb
fish I
one.
can catch.
I want to catch the dumb one.
Hey, almost
Oh,
killed me.
there we go.
Oh, Lord, that's the biggest one yet. That's a
It is.
stud.
He's a toad, man.
Oh,
I
Lord
swear
have
he's
mercy,
15
cuz I got to
pounds.
keep the tip down on this one.
He's 25 pounds, ain't
I got to keep his head in the water. Now look at him race me to the boat.
He's a nice one, though. This is
He's
a good
low. I
fish.
believe that one's bigger, Danny.
That's a
Dang, he shrunk a little bit.
That's
Look
bigger. That's bigger than
good, that's a
Mike's,
good
though.
fish. That was bigger than my last one.
Since Billy's not back here, I guess I got to go take him out.
Yeah, you're going to have to de-hook yourself.
Exactly.
Man, he had me fooled. I thought he was going to be a hulse. Oh, man.
He took it deep,
Not
didn't
a
he,
bad
Daddy-O?
fish.
Yeah, he did went on down with it a little bit. He was pretty serious about what he was doing.
Good.
That's the trout McNugget.
All right.
Let me get here to Danny quick before he's done.
I might have to get my hands on him. It's too deep.
I'm gonna hook one so we can keep Danny in back of the boat, and then that way you can get out and get another one.
Had to go old school.
It happens. That's why we always say we try not to touch them if at all possible, but every now and then they eat one. You got to get a little hand on them.
Guys, if you notice back here behind me, how the water looks a little different, you got these ripples and all, what's happening, the tide's coming that way, there's a shallow bar, so when that water comes up, it humps up and creates that rip right there. Up ahead of it, that water will kind of do like a little eddy thing. That's why these fish are kind of hanging right here. It's pushing all this bait that way, and that's why these fish have been hanging along here. Also, whenever you're driving a boat, if you see something like that, know that there's something under the water. It may not be anything significant, but a lot of times it could be a big rock or something else that could cause some major damage to your boat and to your passengers on the boat as well. So when you see something like this, just kind of pick it up a little bit and just kind of notice what's going on. There we go. Oh, that's a better fish. He is pulling drag. Mine's bigger. Oh, he came off. No, he's didn't come on. No, he's coming
He's just
in.
racing you.
Coming in hot.
He decided to race you.
Coming in hot. Or he lost weight.
Yeah.
Ooh, boy.
Dang, triples?
Yep.
Triples? Do I see triples?
Triples it is, dude. Nice trout
That's
bite.
not bad.
No, feels good for shizzle.
Dang, I hated on the first one back here. I really do. I got to be honest with y'all.
Hey, Danny, while you back there? Yeah. Take it away from him. Take it away from him. Look another one there.
Take it away from him. Man, put me on this trout bite. I can't. Now you're using that KVD swimming caffeine shad too.
Yeah.
That's a good solid color. Anytime, almost anywhere on the West Coast. That watermelon red glitter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good combination.
Water up here in Cedar Key is a little dingy this morning. I think that's lending itself to the darker colors a little bit. I really do. Anytime you get in a little bit of dingy water, you go with some darker colors. If you ever fish Louisiana or Texas, some areas where the water can get a little muddy, Louisiana especially, the water is really, really dark. They do a lot of blacks and a lot of purples, real dark colors. Which you would think a lighter color would maybe pick up better in the dark, but it's not the way it works. You always want to match the shade of your water. If you're fishing dingy water, go a little darker. Clean water, you want to lighten it up a little bit.
All right, guys, the best piece of advice I can give you when you're coming to a place, especially up around the northern part of Florida on the Gulf Coast, very, very shallow water, a lot of rocks. So whenever you come up here, if you've never been before, come up here a few times with a guide, because you'll be running along in 10 feet of water and all of a sudden there's a rock that's like 3 inches below the surface. You won't see it, and bam, next thing you know, you've left the bottom of your boat, you've left a prop, a lower unit. That stuff is not cheap to fix. So just do yourself a favor. It's not that expensive. It's a lot less expensive than buying a new lower unit than to hire one of these guys and come out and learn the area if that's what you want to do. Leave your boat at home when you come to these places and hire a professional to go out. It'll save you in the long run. Well, you can see that bar way up there. It's
like I say,
really
in the next
stuck
30
up.
minutes, we can just kind of watch some of these bars, and if they start filling up and covering, then we're good. 30, 45 minutes, we'll have a lot of water.
We're waiting for the tide to come up a little bit more to get some redfish. Danny said he had a bar just out off the beach away, so we decided we'd come out here. He said there were some fish out here before we had a big old blow in the front come through. They should still be here. We don't know. We're gonna give it a whirl, see what happens just while we're waiting for the tide to get up, and see if we can get Captain Mike to catch fish.
Oh, fish on, baby.
All right.
Little trout.
Way to go, Mike!
Little trout.
Billy, you should be fishing right now. You can catch these.
Somebody's got to take your fish off the hook.
Oh, I know where
Oh, triple!
Danny trying to take Cracker's head off.
I got.
Real slow, Danny, when you get back there.
They're all three. All three of them might add up to one. Not a lot, but a little better. There you go.
I mean, anything
I don't know, dude. He ate that one.
anything that pulls back, Daniel. Man, what did he do? There we go.
There you go.
Oh.
He just a little spunky. A little mad that you interrupted breakfast, that's all.
Now, is this bottom the same here?
This is really shelly, real shelly.
Not the shell?
I went to school with her. Oh, Shelly. The man with 2 first names, Danny Allen. Here it comes. Come on, get one, Mike.
2 first names. That's pretty funny.
Oops. These fish are so pretty. I'm pretty.
You know, that's why Captain Billy Nobles loves to fish,
So pretty.
because normally he's got to stay 200 yards away from school.
That was funny the first time you said that about the 1200s. It ain't that funny no more, Mike.
Okay.
Kind of like my jokes.
I was going to say, okay.
Kind of like my jokes.
Okay, that's the prettiest fish that swims in our waters. That was a little better.
He is a little better.
A little better.
Well, you know what they say? If you want a cooler drink of water, you got to go a little deeper in the well. That is a better fish, Mike.
That's a nice fish. That's a nice fish.
This one's oh. All right, now we got to catch. See, Danny's got one now. You got to hook one, then I'll hook one, and we'll keep him back there for 3. Yours is bigger there, Danny.
Coming through.
Ah. There you go, Mike.
Billy's gonna come up here and catch a big snook. Wouldn't that blow your mind? This is a better fish right here. They're not bad.
Mike, yours is bigger.
They're growing up a little bit. Learn some of them. Whoa! Danny Allen's trained fish. Doesn't seem to matter either, you know, whether you're throwing the Little John, which is just kind of a dart-shaped thing, or we were throwing the Strike King swimming caffeine shad earlier with the paddle tail. Danny's throwing a curly tail jig. Just doesn't seem to matter. These fish are just hungry.
You get in front of them, they're gonna eat it.
Yeah, it sure seems that way, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Guys, hope you enjoyed this week's episode as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. I'd like to give a special thanks to our good friend, Capt.Danny Allen.
Thanks, sir.
Danny, awesome day, pal.
Absolutely incredible. This is a beautiful place to come fish. If you're coming this way, we highly recommend you do it. Cedar Key, Florida. This is your guy, Capt.Danny Allen. We can put you in touch with him. Give us a call at 1-866-GAMEFISH. For more great fishing info, you can log on to the website, realanimalsfishingteam.com. Remember, somebody screwed up, put Billy and I on Facebook, so you can follow us there, Facebook/Real Animals. And until next week,
do yourself a favor and take a kid fishing. Jennifer's always been the one I like to others. I like Phoebe too. Mike was more of a Chandler man.
Yeah.
He liked Joey. What you doing? How you doing?